Hello celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Celeste Simone, and here on my channel I offer spiritual guidance to empower my celestial beings and heart-centered energy healing to help you align with your higher self. So if that is something that resonates with you, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. Today's reading is all about the full moon on October 20th. I have 5 piles for you today, which is one more pile that I usually do, but I really felt guided to do an extra pile for this specific reading. The full moon, or the hunter's moon, or the blood moon, which is the first full moon of autumn, is going to be on October 20th and is going to be in the sign of Aries. So that's a lot of fiery energy that could cause some chaos, but we're gonna see how this energy specifically affects you and also what you can do to work with the full moon. As a final treat at the end of each one of these readings, I am going to be pulling a card that will guide you in whatever ritual, whatever spell. If you plan on doing some kind of full moon ritual, we're going to pull a card specifically to let you know what energies are going to be guiding you, what energies are going to support you, and add that extra bit of magic and power behind whatever spell or ritual you have planned for the full moon. So if you're as excited as I am, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and let's dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is the Bumblebee Jasper. Pile number 2 is a red tiger's eye. Pile number 3 is the ruby Kyanite. Pile number 4 is the Labradorite. And pile number 5 is a Chrysocolla. So now's your opportunity to take a close-up look at each one of these piles. Pause the video if you need to and meditate on which pile or piles most resonate with you. Once you have found your pile or piles, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for each one of these readings. And please keep in mind that these are general readings, so keep the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. They're most likely for somebody else who has also chosen that reading. But I do believe that everything happens for a reason, so be sure to watch the reading all the way through to the end so that you receive all the messages that drew you to that pile. Let's not waste any more time. I will see you over at your reading. Hello, all my celestial beings who chose pile number 1 with the Bumblebee Jasper on it. I have your pile right here. So we're going to set your stone aside, but before I dive into your pile, we're going to pull some oracle cards. These are some moon oracle cards. So let's see what initial messages come out first for you guys. So you have one card coming out already. I'm going to pull one more card for my pile 1s, just so that we can get the general energy of what the full moon is bringing to you. Pile number 1. Okay. What other single card do we have for my pile number 1s? Do we have a second message for pile number 1? Here we go. Okay, we had 2 cards come out. We have discernment and we have fear. So a lot of times with the full moon, and actually let me flip over this one too. We have trust with the egg moon. Okay. A lot of times with full moon energy, and especially with the emotions that this particular full moon is stirring up for us, you may find that some fears and some trust issues may come up during this full moon or kind of leading up to it. Maybe you've already been working through some of those things. And the important part here is to be very discerning with what types of fears you give all your energy to versus the ones that you can kind of release and let go. So this full moon is encouraging you to look at the different fears that have been affecting you and to be discerning about which ones you should listen to and which ones are ready to be released. So really with the trust energy in this reading, I'm already kind of feeling that there's a lesson here for you trusting yourself and trusting in your own intuition. And that's where the discernment comes in as well, because sometimes we act out of fears versus out of what our intuition is actually telling us. So it's important to pause before you act on a fear or act on a certain reaction to either a person or a situation. Even though we may have fears surrounding something, that doesn't mean that it wasn't meant for us. It may just mean that we have an opportunity to kind of work through those fears, overcome them, and push through them. But again, there's discernment here, because sometimes those fears or that feeling of disease is actually your intuition saying that this is not for you. So become very aware of why you're having what fears you're having, and really dive into that and I feel as though that's kind of what the full moon is really teaching you. These energies is teaching you when to kind of rise up against those fears and overcome them, versus listening to them and saying, okay, this is actually a warning and I need to kind of take a step back or pause and really trust that my intuition is guiding me. So first and foremost, that is the energy that my group ones are kind of feeling surrounding this full moon. Let's keep going with some tarot cards. We have the Hermit with wisdom. We have the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool with new beginnings. So a lot of really positive energy for you guys. And I do feel as though the energy of Aries is really giving you some momentum and some action to help kind of pick you up and guide you. I am also getting the energy from the Hermit that you have been taking the time to really go within, and that's what we were talking about with these first initial oracle cards, is really reflecting and going within and becoming very aware of what fears you can trust, you know, what kind of red flags or messages that you can really trust and know are telling you to pause and to stop, versus the ones that you are ready to release and kind of move through. So either way, your intuition is correct. So either way, your emotions and what your body is telling you, or whatever kind of alerts you're feeling from your body within and your inner intuition, your inner guidance, that's always true. That's always real. That's never meant to be ignored. It's just that discernment is needed as to whether or not it's a fear that is helping or hindering you. So that's where the Hermit card is really coming. So you may find with the full moon energy, you're wanting to really reflect and kind of go within and take a moment to pause. But what I see is that you're pausing in a place of real abundance. And we see that with good fortune and Nine of Cups. I feel as though there's this time for you to really rest and relax in whatever you have finally manifested for yourself that has kind of surrounded you in really good vibes, I feel. So when you go to take, and I really see on this person's face, the figure on the Hermit card, his face is one of serenity and peacefulness, and this kind of like just a slight little smile at the corner of his lips. And I feel as though that energy is also kind of going hand in hand with the Nine of Cups, saying you're really sitting in a very relaxed place with the full moon, and it's a time to really soak in and absorb all those really good vibes and positive feelings, because there's almost this sense of clarity. I feel as though there's a higher clarity and a higher awareness coming in as well. This is really guiding you towards this new beginnings energy with the Fool card. So in other words, there's this pause and this time to reflect surrounding the full moon. It's going to give you this really calming energy. And I feel that with your pile, especially group one, I'm feeling that with these cards, is this real calming vibe and this trust that the universe is really putting everything into alignment to bring what is needed in. So this is a time for you to receive, versus for you to keep kind of pushing, or even to just kind of be very active and productive. Instead, it's really a time to trust, open up, especially with the Fool and the Zero energy, is just kind of opening up and surrendering, opening your eyes for kind of like the first time on a new, fresh energy and approach and new beginning that is going to kind of be an exciting new adventure. And I see with the Ace of Swords too, this is the drive, this is the confidence, and even just the inner knowing that you're going in the right direction. So if you are very unsure of kind of the next step, I see that coming in for you. I see clarity of that next step coming in, and it comes from an inner knowing. And you may need actually some time in meditation, asking your guides, reaching out to your guides intuitively and asking for their guidance, so that you can get this information and feel this kind of confidence of, I know where I am is where I'm meant to be, and I know how to move forward. So let's continue with some more tarot cards for you guys. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Emperor. We have the Hermit is coming through again. Wow, Hermit energy for you guys for sure. And the Lovers. So this is also things coming together in alignment, and this can be two people coming together as in a loving relationship. This can also, with the Emperor too, I'm seeing there's a lot of strong foundation here. So whatever is being created and built right now, currently surrounding the full moon energy, it's actually really strong and really everlasting. And I feel that you're kind of in a place right now where you can put down roots. And this is kind of the full moon is bringing you this opportunity to really put down roots and walk your path. I'm really getting this sense for my group 1 as well, that you guys are on your soul's path, that there's a confirmation here saying that you're in the clear. Like, you have a confirmation that you've been doing what you need to be doing in order to walk your soul's path. So this could even be just kind of walking your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, and feeling in alignment with that. And I feel like the full moon is going to give you even further clarity on how that all works, because I also see that you're having a very divine connection and union with somebody in particular. So you may actually be bringing in a very important soul member of your soul group into your life right now. And this is all because you're really aligned, I'm feeling. I also feel with the Two of Pentacles in reverse that once again, there's kind of this time, usually with the Two of Pentacles, there's kind of this unevenness or having to kind of juggle two things and finding balance between two things. But instead for you, with it being in reverse, I really feel union. Again, this energy of union coming together for you. And that is also drawing me back to trust, which is when you are in that trust and in that alignment, then you're really letting go of those fears and you're in a place of balance. And I also see, I'm seeing with the discernment card how this figure is really holding like the cosmos in her hands and really almost like creating this energy orb of pure focus and pure alignment. I really hear that word a lot for you guys, is being aligned with your purpose and feeling that, feeling in control. Even the Emperor actually is holding an orb right in front of even like the solar plexus or like the heart chakra. So this is really an awakening of your chakras. I feel as though there's a lot of spiritual work having been done beneath the surface, and the full moon is kind of culminating a lot of that energy so you can release it. So let's keep going. We have connection with the biome. And then we also have completion. So there's a completion happening with the full moon. Of course, the full moon does connect to a completion of the moon cycle. And this also, oh wow, too, I am seeing the 4s on these cards. There's 4, 4, 4. So you also have some synchronicities happening right now for you as well with 4. And the 4 is structure. The number 4 is a lot about foundation and structure. So again, I'm feeling as though you're not off your path. You are where you need to be. I feel this is really a strong confirmation for you of that. And also between connection and completion, it's like there's another completion happening for you, so you can kind of start fresh. We live in energy cycles. That's how the tarot is also laid out, as in cycles. So for you, this cycle is completing with a final connection and aligning yourself really, really well. So a lot of the work that you've been doing, a lot of the focus that you've been putting into these things, which could be your career, it could be yourself working on, and I feel like yourself, also, I feel like that's for every one of you guys, on top of you aligning with yourself, as well as finding a partner, finding your perfect house, your perfect foundation, your perfect, a home and a home base. So I feel as though there's this foundation happening. So a lot of things are being put into place. So it may actually, what I'm seeing is almost as though you've had either your career, your home life, your finances have been good, but relationships have not been filled in yet. You know, that's been kind of the part that you've been kind of filling in that space. Like almost the 4, it's almost like I'm seeing the 4 legs of a table, and one of those legs was missing. And now with the full moon, that final leg is being put into that table so that it's now strong. So that for you could be, as I mentioned, you know, career is great, home life's great, family is great, but relationships great, but career is kind of off kilter, or family's been off kilter, and or maybe one or two of those things. But I feel as though those kind of 4 like foundational things in your life that you're needing to really feel firm and secure in, I feel like that's what this energy is bringing for you. Okay, wow, let's keep going. We have 5 of Swords, the Moon in reverse as well, Ace of Swords, and finally the 3 of Pentacles. So you have the Ace of Swords twice, we have the Moon and the 5 of Swords. All of these are kind of in reverse though. So with the Moon energy here, which is awesome, coming through for you, there's a lot that is being resolved and becoming clearer. And again, this is through the Ace of Swords is offering you a lot of clarity, a lot of things beneath the surface. Even I'm getting kind of a conflict with specific relationships in your life. Those conflicts are being resolved and healed. The full moon is really allowing you to hone in on your focus, a singular focus for you, and be able to move forward, finally pierce through the confusion or the shadows of kind of why does this keep coming up for you, or why do certain fears keep coming up over and over again, and just wanting to finally release them. I feel as though you're really cutting through a lot of that confusion with the full moon and finally moving forward. And with the 3 of Pentacles is really showing that you're being rewarded for this work that you've done on yourself. I feel like it's becoming evident for other people to see how imbalanced, how talented and skilled you are, and how much more matured you are. I feel like and confident in yourself. There's this respect coming from others, kind of looking up to you. And also you're gonna just find that you receive a lot of praise from other people too. I feel like random people too, who maybe you've never thought even noticed you, are kind of offering you up some praise and some admiration for what you're doing. Because I almost feel like too, it might be something where you're just like walking through a store or something and somebody just comes up to you and says like, wow, I really love your style, or you are so pretty, or your hair looks so great, or something, you know, something along the fact where the universe is kind of like giving you little like compliments here and there too. And take those also as signs from your guides that they're bringing in people for you who are seeing you in a very surrounded by light, like seeing you in a higher state. Like they're noticing your changes, they're noticing your talents, your skills, or they're just like kind of like coming out of the woodwork to praise you. So let's finish up with this final oracle card, and then as I mentioned, we'll shuffle for some more oracle cards as well. But we have new experiences and possibilities, and amplify your positive emotions. I feel like, again, you're just going to feel your positive emotions amplifying with this full moon, as if you are, again, like raising up your vibration in general, because that's really what amplify your positive emotions means to me, is kind of raising your vibration, getting all your ducks in a row with this egg moon. And also you'll notice on this egg moon is she's in an egg in this image of the oracle card. She's inside the egg ready to hatch. And when you're hatching not only as a new version of yourself, a new and better version of yourself, but also with new experiences and possibilities on the horizon for you, kind of like setting off on your path, knowing you're right where you need to be. And also remember, there's going to be signs along the way. So there's going to be people kind of stepping in and offering praise, offering little compliments for you, whatever it may be, just like you've been so helpful, thanking you, or kind of giving you a good job, you know, like saying really positive things about what you are doing. These are going to be little like clues and synchronicities that are showing you you're welcoming in the right people who are going to praise you for how much you deserve to be praised for. I'm going to be noticing how far you have come, because I just feel you exuding that energy, group 1. Okay, let's see what energy you can expect from the full moon to help you in and aid you in any spells. We're going to first pull kind of a theme for what is needed ritual-wise, or setting intentions with this full moon for you. So let's see what intentions need to be set. So you have 2 cards. We have home. I mentioned home a lot with you guys, creating a home base and that strong foundation for you. And also truth is coming through as well. So with this energy, this is, to me, is coming home as well. And learning about the truth of who you really are. I'm also getting the sense that the moon also wants to reveal to you some of those deeper truths. Some of them, I am getting the sense that some of them may be easier than others to swallow. But I don't think that it's going to be anything that's going to set you back, if that makes sense. You know, with fear coming up, there's something hidden, there's something that is still needing to be revealed. But this is your opportunity to transform, to reawaken, and realize that it's not as scary as it may seem. Any shadows that are kind of coming up surrounding this full moon are here to bring you back home again, to make you feel at peace. And I feel like this feeling at home within yourself. So just as like a quick story, you guys, and I will pull another card, one of these witch become her cards as well, for your witchy energy for the full moon, for those of you casting spells. But even just recently, I kind of went through a huge trigger. It happened because of a family member, an action that they took. Specifically, they're just a toxic person, to be honest, and the whole situation caused me to trigger very, very badly, and I actually felt like I was really going through it. I had a panic attack. And sometimes panic attacks can last for like over a half hour. Sometimes that happens to me where I'm in a state of panic, and I really embraced it. I went into it. I felt it. I felt all the feelings that I was going through. I knew that I was okay, but my body was having a PTSD trigger moment. So if you've ever had that before, I know I can empathize with you. I can relate to that feeling. So if this is what, sometimes these shadows aren't even that bad. For me, I happen to have some major triggers for me personally, and specifically with this person. So I just want to round that out. I ended up, after having gone through this trigger and making it through to the other side, something has changed. And I think that this is the full moon. I really do think that sometimes these energies affect us even before the full moon has arrived. But something has changed for me. And what's interesting is, having gotten through to the other side of that, I found that this person has no control over me anymore. A lot of the fears actually that I did have surrounding this person still, that were still kind of embedded in my energy field, I'm really feeling now that they've released. It's like I'm looking for them, but they're not there anymore. And I realized that sometimes you have to walk through the fire. Sometimes you have to walk through it again, even after you feel like you've walked through it. Sometimes you have to walk through it again at a higher level, at a new perspective, to get to the other side and release even more. And I feel so much better. I feel so much even more empowered and out of their control, even though it was just maybe an energetic or emotional control that they had over me, because of course I'm an adult, I'm in my own house, they don't have control over me anymore technically, but they still had some kind of energetic or emotional control over me that has left, and I didn't even realize that it was still there. But anyway, long story short, I feel as though maybe if you're needing to hear that, that if you are going through a trigger, getting through and getting on to the other side of it can actually release so much more and make you feel so much more empowered and better and at peace. Because I really do feel a new sense of an even deeper level of peace after having gone through that, even though it was really tough for me at the time. So I hope that's helpful to some of you guys, if that resonates. Okay, we're already pulling a witch card. Okay, so you received the Elemental Witch, and this card says Temperance, Alchemy, Manipulation. So elementals are having to do with nature, and I do get the sense of fire with this card, and we are going into Aries as well, so you may want to work with fire. But I'm also seeing with temperance. To me, temperance is really creating that harmony and balance in your life and that sense of peace. But it doesn't come without that inner work and inner alchemy, which is again pointing me towards alchemy, which is a transformation, which is a new beginning for you, which is coming through from this full moon. So I'm also seeing though with manipulation is this is actually a strong time for you to get into that sense of alignment, get into that sense of peace, using your own alchemy to manifest. And I feel as though you may even want to work specifically with the elementals. You can work with elven energy, with fairy energy, the fae, or also incorporate the 4 elements, and that's going to be really powerful. I'm also getting water and fire for you guys, so you may want to work with those elements, because to me, with the emotional energy that's kind of coming up in your reading alongside fire, and also, you know, with the Ace of Swords though too, you may want to consider air as well. And in fact, you may want to consider air as like your main one, because the Ace of Swords is coming up a lot, but it's really pointing you in the right direction on your path. So this could be a really good focusing energy. So you could use incense for that. However you want to incorporate air, you can use a feather and work with the elements for this full moon. The full moon also kind of reflects water as well. So that's kind of why I'm feeling that water temperance energy coming through. But perhaps meditating with incense, with an air energy, maybe even burning some sage, that's going to be pretty powerful as well for you guys. But I am really feeling with this elemental witch card that the energy is in your power to kind of manipulate where your path is going to lead you next with sheer focus and intention. So you may want to practice kind of where this new beginning, there's really like an opening for you to step out on a new path if this is what you want, or to kind of manifest this next big adventure for yourself. So if that is something you're excited about, I feel as though this card is pointing the way for you to head in that direction and to use your witchy powers, using the powers of the elements, which of course is a lot of, you know, Wiccans use that already. You may already be planning that, but you may want to have fun and kind of incorporate all 4 of the elements into your ritual or into your spell for the night of the full moon, and especially with the energy of air. The sun is going to be in Libra, and that is actually a really strong sign right now, is the element of air with Libra. So you may want to consider doing that as well if that resonates with you. Okay, group 1, that's going to do it for your reading. I truly hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below and let me know. And of course, if you do enjoy my readings and they resonate with you, I would love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. Lastly, don't forget to check out my links down below where I offer private readings as well as consultation, spiritual guidance, and of course my complete mentorship program if you're interested in learning the tarot, if you're interested in strengthening your own intuitive abilities. Check out my links down below to find more information about that. That's going to do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings. You chose pile number 2. I have your pile right here with the red tiger's eye on it. So I'm going to set your stone aside. But before we dive into the pile, I'm just going to shuffle some oracle cards, some moon oracle cards, to just gain some insights as to what themes we can expect for your reading. Pile number 2. So let's see, we already have them coming out. We have wisdom with number 22. So you may have been seeing some repeating numbers of 2s. This is also balance. This is also union. So let's see what the next energy is. And we have change. So the full moon is bringing you a new sense of wisdom, a new sense of, this could actually be knowledge, information coming through for you. But there's also this sense of inner wisdom and inner growth that is causing change. So as with any full moon, this is the end of the cycle. So with wisdom and change, we have a culmination of energy, and also you may even feel as though you've kind of matured in some way, you've kind of leveled up in some way. And sometimes change can happen so quickly that we don't even realize it's happening. I see that with the thunder moon. It's kind of like all of a sudden there's a breakthrough. There's like lightning strikes, and there's suddenly you know the answer, you have all the information, or you see from the perspective now that, hey, this manifestation is complete, or hey, why have I been seeing it this way the whole time, when actually this is the perfect direction to go into. And I feel like this kind of quick fast change for you, group 2. I feel as though you maybe have been waiting, or it's been kind of the calm before the storm. But with this storm, especially with Thunder Moon, I just feel like you're just going to kind of see the light or see the results, and it's going to happen very quickly for you and very suddenly. So let's keep going with some of your tarot cards. We have Queen of Pentacles with growth. Yes. She's very wise as well. We have 4 of Cups with awareness. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune with fate. And the King of Wands with action. Yes, there's really some good luck coming your way. I feel as though too, now is the time to just sit and wait and look with this awareness of the 4 of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles, I feel as though this is an energy of somebody who has been working hard, who's been doing something that he or she loves and enjoys, but also they are very productive and have built a lot. So you may have been working on something, you may have been putting a lot of effort and energy into this in a tangible sense, and I really feel like there's abundance coming through for you finally. I also feel with 4 of Cups, here's a time for you to finally sit back and receive it. But it's important with the 4 of Cups to remember to receive it with an open heart, to really fully feel and accept and receive the full fortune that is here for you. And I love that the Wheel of Fortune in this deck says fate on it, because that is what I really felt with this kind of breakthrough lightning strike kind of energy. Is like fate is finally happening for you. And we see with King of Wands that there's going to be some major action, but this is all intuitive action with the Wands. This really represents your intuition, this inner creative energy coming through, this inner fire energy coming through and giving you this kind of action to take that you're really excited about, and you really feel fortunate to have this opportunity. So let's keep going with some more tarot cards. We have 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Fool, and we have the 8 of Swords. So some of this energy is letting me know that there's been even kind of a lot of fear kind of coming up for you as far as feeling stuck, feeling like you've exhausted every avenue, thinking to yourself, well, what else can I do? Like, I don't feel that I can go any further. And even as though either you feel like your talents are being wasted, your talents or your skills or your creativity, your special, your special unique talents are almost being ignored or wasted, or that others aren't recognizing the full extent for you. I also feel like you may have felt unsure of where to really get this energy out. Maybe you've kind of been grinding at work, or you feel like what you're doing right now for work is just not inspiring to you at all with the Queen of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So it's almost like you've been exhausted. So you've been like, not only have you felt stuck, but what you are doing feels like you're just kind of like treading water, and that's what's causing this exhaustion. You can have mental exhaustion, mental fatigue, emotional fatigue, even if you feel like you haven't been able to do a lot, even if it's not necessarily like you're physically grinding. If you are just like mentally or emotionally exhausted by the situation, then that's probably where that feeling of exhaustion and feeling of like not getting anywhere can come from. Now I do see with the Fool energy though, this is that change again. This is like the new beginning that you're hoping for. And I really see with the full moon this opportunity for new energy to begin. So as we kind of move through the full moon energy, I feel like there's going to be this fresh start or this fresh outlook on what is possible for you, because there's a change happening here. And now with the King of Wands, you're going to be able to take that new action that you've been wanting to take, but you just haven't been able to for whatever reason. Maybe there's been mental blocks, maybe you physically have just not been able to do it, or you're just not sure where to go next. I see as though your energy is going to start to flow outward. And I really feel with the Fool, this like this freedom, this feeling of like, oh my gosh, okay, now I feel like I can release this because I feel like there's something else out there. I feel like there's something I can actually direct this energy towards with the King of Wands. All right, let's keep going with some more oracles. We have Comfort, and we also have Fecundity with Rain. So here we have an energy where you're going from a place of feeling very uncomfortable, either within yourself, within your mind, to finding comfort in Fecundity and Rain, with new ideas and almost having that fertile mind to come up with so many new and creative ideas. So this may also be that you kind of hit a roadblock, maybe like a writer's block, even I'm kind of hearing, where it's almost like your mind has been just kind of shut down as far as what you can do new and like connecting with that creative energy again. So this is really changing into you reconnecting. Now, just because there's been a time of kind of pause where you feel like, maybe even feel as though you're like every kind of new idea or any kind of inspiration has been such like a heavy lift for you. I feel like that's really transforming. There's a new sense of comfortability, and I feel too this could be because of the people surrounding you as well, or the situation itself was just not lending itself to allowing you to feel comfortable enough to kind of release your full potential. And so with Fecundity, again, I'm hearing abundance as well, because there's all these new opportunities. There's new growth possible because of this like fertile soil being, and the opportunities kind of being planted in that. So this could also be with Fecundity, fertility as far as pregnancy goes as well, if that is something you are looking to manifest. But I also see with this Rain falling down on her is it's as though before you were unable to really give birth to new ideas or give birth to this new opportunity or this new path, because because you needed that rain to come in and to nurture it. And I feel like the universe, this energy that's coming in for you is like that rain watering the soil so that now the plant, the results can kind of spring from it. So you've been waiting for this, and now that you're like being showered with this abundant energy so that you're going to find things start to grow again. And I'm just getting the sense that that's just because of the energy of the cosmos. I'm just getting the sense that that was why. You know, it was just a matter of divine timing. It wasn't like you were doing anything wrong or like you yourself weren't putting the right energy into it. It's just things weren't aligned and divine timing just needed to happen. And I think there was some wisdom that needed to be gained within yourself as well for you to also be ready to receive this and to receive this with an open heart with the Four of Cups in order for you to move forward. So let's keep going. We have King of Cups, Six of Cups, the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Devil energy. Okay, so there's definitely some old patterns here that are being cleansed, and they're being cleansed. I feel like that with the Rain. I feel with the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. There's some things that have been plaguing you within. Now, I'm seeing healing happening for you. I also feel as though somebody from your past may come back into your life and be very healing for you as well with that energy. This could be a romantic interest as well. Somebody who sparks your interest in that way. But I feel like there's this comfort coming for you. Oh, okay, too, with Comfort and Hearth. This could be from past memories as well. What I'm seeing is really your mind playing tricks on you. Your mind kind of taking up your full attention and not allowing for you to release your energy creatively. And I feel that this is shifting for you, but it does have to come from a place of letting go of old patterns and old, like there's a focus here that you've had. And I think that for some reason, some of the negative things that have happened, you've been blaming yourself for unnecessarily, or you've been beating yourself up for that, or you've been feeling trapped in your own thoughts and they won't let you kind of stop thinking about the things that you don't want to think about. Now, there's also an importance here with the devil that you may have been focusing very much externally. And so because you've been focusing on maybe the things that have gone wrong externally, that has been kind of building up an energy surrounding you. So it is important for you to kind of embrace this fresh energy with the full moon. Really wants to kind of hit the reset on this for you, the reset button, so that you can actually release this. And what's interesting again is like there's this transformation happening within you because of this new wisdom. And the important part here is to not let the thoughts and to mistaken the thoughts for the reality of the situation, because I feel as though you've come so far. I feel as though the opportunity is ripe for the taking. Even energetically, it's there for you. Like the rain is falling down to really cleanse you and to allow this change to happen. But it's important to not miss that. So really focus as this kind of new fortune comes in, really try to focus your energy on that and to accept it and to embrace it, because you've been in this devil energy for a while. And the devil energy can be old patterns. It can be materialism, which is a very strong focus on the external. And it can be to the extent where we forget that the power is really within ourselves. The power to be happy comes from within, not from some external circumstance that's going to somehow give that to us. Because as we know, there's plenty of wealthy, rich people out there who seemingly have everything and they're still very unhappy. So that's just a clue that really happiness cannot come from the external. And I think that's something that is being shown, that the full moon is really allowing you to kind of see from an even newer perspective, because I'm sure you guys already know that, but it's kind of deepening in a new sense. And I also feel, you know, whenever I see the Six of Cups in reverse, I do see that there may be some childhood trauma that is being healed, especially with this, especially with this kind of infant and dog energy too. I feel like you're creating a new comfort, a new place that you can feel comfortable in and feel at home. And that has to come first from within yourself before you can really heal that. So again, I do want to mention again that there is some strong fertility energy coming through for you as well. So for those of you who are here and are hoping to kind of manifest a pregnancy, or maybe you are already pregnant, I feel like this is a really warm energy of fertility that's coming through for you as well. Okay, let's look at these last two cards and then we will pull some energy for your full moon ritual, your full moon spell, however you like to kind of celebrate the full moon energy. But we have renewal of peace. Now this is also showing an infant on it again, so I'm getting that sense of pregnancy for many of you. But we also have leap of faith and renewal of peace. Yeah, so some trust has to happen with this, because with leap of faith, I'm hearing once again that really quick change, that really quick opportunity that could pass you by, you know, or that you could miss if you don't notice it, kind of a feeling. But it also is taking a sense of trust to just kind of go for it. So remember that with the leap of faith that oh, wow, you guys, another 22. So you guys got 2222. Wow. Okay. So that's another repetitive number. I feel like this is really a next step for you as well. The twos following the spiritual angel number of 1111. We have 22. So this is really kind of the next step, the leveling up. But this change, yeah, this change is happening for you very quickly. So we have a renewal of peace. So a lot of things that have been plaguing your mind, as I mentioned before, the full moon is bringing you finally some peace, some inner knowing that everything's going to be okay. Also that fate is stepping in. We have leap of faith and fate. This is kind of showing you that new fate and new fortune is being brought in by this full moon, and it is going to renew your peace, your inner peace, and feeling at ease again. All right, so let's pull some more cards. So if you are interested in doing some kind of intention setting for the full moon, if you're interested in doing a ritual, a spell, let's see what energy is worth focusing on. Wow, fertility. This pile is a fertility pile. Now, of course, fertility can also mean whether or not you're manifesting pregnancy specifically. It just means that you are ready to manifest. So the opportunity, any intentions you're really setting, I feel like for the full moon, especially if it's going to be pregnancy though, I would recommend, you know, if you want to do some kind of pregnancy intention setting and spell or ritual of some kind, I feel like that's going to really be a work for you guys. But willpower and fertility, I feel as though you really have a lot of manifesting energy that gives you a lot of potential. So put your really whatever you put your willpower to, the soil, you know, the metaphorical soil is fertile. It's ready to grow your dream. It's ready to really empower you. And this is with the King of Wands too. This is Wands energy. Wands is the growth, the plant, the seed being planted and growing successfully with that King of Wands. It's fertile. So yeah, whatever you put your willpower towards, whatever you put that your intense, strong energy towards is going to be very rewarding for you on the full moon. So let's finish up with which energy is surrounding you for this full moon. Let's see which witch you get. So maybe you want to use the power of that witch. So we have 2 cards for you came out. We have White Witch, light work, benevolence, and purity. And we also have Augury Witch, omens, signs, and observations. These to me are very high vibrational energies. They're kind of reminding me of like indigo purple chakras. So that's your third eye. I also feel with the White Witch, this cleansing energy for you. So as we mentioned, this rain kind of cleansing, bringing peace once again with benevolence, light work. There's this peaceful energy from this. And then also we have the Augury Witch. So omens, signs, and observations. So I feel as though you may receive some signs on the night of the full moon. I also feel with the Augury Witch that you may, especially because this is autumn, I feel as though you may connect with some spirits, and these could be ancestors, actually, spirits guiding you. You may receive some signs and omens. So we did receive the 222s. This is going to be your signs for your leap of faith as well. So be very aware of those, any signs kind of coming up for you. It's going to be important for you to observe. And I mentioned that with 4 of Cups and awareness as well, is be very hyper vigilant and aware to when this leap of faith is ready for you to take the next step. And yeah, really positive energy for you guys, really peaceful, benevolent energy for you for the full moon. I really, truly hope these messages were helpful to you, group 2. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. If my readings are resonating with you, I would love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. And lastly, don't forget to check out the links in the description box below where you can find my private readings. I also offer mentorship programs if you're interested in learning more about tarot and enhancing your own intuitive abilities. Check it out, and you can get into contact with me one-on-one. But either way, that's going to be it for this reading. I hope you have an amazing full moon. I wish you the best. Hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, group 3. I have your pile right here with the Kyanite ruby stone on it. So I am going to set your stone aside, but before we dive into your pile, I'm going to pull some moon oracle cards for you so that we can just get some general vibes, general energy surrounding this full moon for you and what it is bringing to you. So let's see what oracle cards we get first. And then we will also be pulling some cards to see what energy you can expect for a positive spell, ritual, what intentions are worth setting for the full moon. All right, so first we have fruition with harvest moon. And then we also have the flower moon. Wow, you guys received 2 full moon cards as well. So this full moon is just right away, I feel like it's going to be very powerful for you. And we also have fruition and blossoming. This to me is showing a manifestation coming to completion, really receiving for this full moon and finally reaping the benefits and the rewards of hard work, of intentions being set. So I feel like you're going to be really pleasantly surprised by what this full moon is bringing in for you. I also feel just a lot of prosperity and abundance, and also really enjoying kind of being in your zone, being in the flow of the universe and in the flow of your manifestations. So that's some really great confirmation. Let's keep going with some further tarot cards. We have the Five of Swords with conflict, Three of Pentacles with recognition, Five of Cups with hope, and the Six of Pentacles with gifts. So this full moon has not come without a lot of kind of jumping through hoops, or even feeling as though things have been set against you. You may have felt like every step along this path has really been testing you, and you have been tested with the Five of Swords. You've been tested with the Five of Cups as well. But because we have this Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles coming through, this really is showing a tangible physical manifestation for me. And this could be really like, I feel with blossoming especially, it's like you're blossoming into your talents. You're being recognized for how special you really are, and how special what you bring, and you know, what you bring to the table really is. We have the Three of Pentacles, recognition and gifts. So I feel as though others around you are stepping in to help you, are stepping in to reward you and recognize you. So you may be getting that job that you were hoping to get. You may be kind of expanding your business and seeing a lot of big growth from this full moon. I also feel like something just that has been kind of just beneath the surface with your manifestations, like it's just been there, like you can taste the success, but you have not received it. I feel like that is finally coming to fruition. But I'm also seeing with blossoming that there's just so much more potential here, and that this is even just the beginning of you blossoming into like your full potential. So this is really awesome energy, group 3. Let's keep going. We have the Seven of Cups, the Strength card in reverse. We have Queen of Swords, and we also have the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah. As I said before, this has been something that you have really had to hold these dreams in your mind, and you've had to hold on to them. And I feel like there's this real confirmation here that you have been guided to be doing these things. You've been guided to go in this direction, or to set these intentions, because this is really truly where your heart is meant to be and what you're meant to be doing. So you've been holding on to that and holding that space in your mind with the Seven of Cups for so long, but it just has felt with Strength, with Queen of Swords, like you've had to kind of persevere and overcome. It may have even felt like other people were set against you, and you constantly had to kind of just rise above it and keep going, even though the path has been harrowing, and it's required you to actually gain a lot of strength, to gain a lot of confidence, and to actually kind of defy people. So even though some people were saying like you'll never do this, or you're never going to be successful doing this, or you know, you're never gonna, or even just kind of like not respecting you and your individual talent and what you bring, not really respecting that as something valuable, but you've maintained that no, this is valuable, or this is what I'm meant to be doing, and I can dream big. That's the thing, is it's important here to not lose sight of those dreams, because dreaming big has brought you to this point. I feel as though you're somebody who really, like, you know, you're not going to just kind of accept things the way they are. You want to constantly reach higher and reach higher, and you will continue to do that. I will say that, like, this isn't the end of the line for you, but I think this is going to be just what you need to keep going and to kind of build up even more strength to continue. And I think that you're going to be really rewarded. So you're going to find, maybe with the Six of Pentacles, you get a gift, you get an inheritance, maybe you get that money that you needed, a loan, or something that you needed to keep your business going, or some kind of reward financially to help you continue to grow and continue to blossom in what you're meant to be doing. So these are going to be confirmations with the full moon to help you continue to go in a very tangible way. I see too. We have breathe, or breath, with life, and we also have building with atoms. So again, this has been building beneath the surface. You've been like, you could taste it, you know? And as I said before, like this breath, it's breathing new life into your path, into your dreams, into your goals. I also see with the Six of Swords, and usually with the Six of Swords energy, there's this kind of this boat, this traveling away, rising above the the swords energy, so rising above those challenges, because we have the 5 of swords, but we have 6 of swords energy. And I feel like you may not be able to completely resolve all of these conflicts with the full moon, but it doesn't matter. I'm almost hearing that you don't have to resolve these kind of conflicts or these people. You don't have to fix these people or these shadows or this toxicity. It doesn't all have to be fixed for you to actually receive rewards and for you to actually be able to pursue what you want to pursue. Because I almost feel like trying to fix this conflict or this other situation just might be a waste of your energy right now, and you're needing to just put your energy towards your dreams and towards your goals and your, you know, what you are really feeling that drive towards. I feel like you have the kind of drive towards your dreams where it's like you just can't deny it. Like it actually like hurts to deny your dreams. It hurts to like not go for them. It hurts if you act like you're just kind of a regular person, you know, like because you have such big dreams, it like hurts to put yourself in a smaller box. And that's not what is meant for you, is what I'm hearing. All right, we have 6 of Wands in reverse. We have Temperance in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, and then we have finally 8 of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of work to be done, but I also feel with the 8 of Pentacles too is there's reaping the rewards from the work that you're going to be doing as well. So it's not going to feel like, I almost feel like you're going to be receiving the backing or receiving kind of the next steps and being able to build on, building with atoms. You're going to be building this dream up. You're going to be growing it and building it. I see a lot of really positive outcomes from this because we have 6 of Wands, Temperance, and 10 of Cups. Even though these are in reverse, I feel as though these are potentials for you, because 6 of Wands is real leadership, standout energy. It's important to continue to work on your own, being your own authentic self. And you may already be very unique, but there's still part of you that maybe is holding back from fully embracing how different you are. And the fact that you are embracing that and sharing that with the world, this is really what's going to lead to even further success for you. And I feel like you're really blossoming into this unique self. Temperance and 10 of Cups really support that for you, is kind of honing this in and also bringing in the people who are going to be supportive. I feel as though you haven't yet put them all together yet. They haven't yet come in for you fully. There's so many more people and, you know, a community that's going to begin to shape around you as you continue to work at this. So this is really about like staying the course and building every little atom, every little step towards it, every little, you know, piece of the puzzle coming together for you is going to continue to, you know, build this dream up for you and bring you in the right direction. I feel like the harvest moon is really giving you that ability to continue to build even more. Okay, so yeah, let's finish up with these oracle cards. We have Be in Service and we have Illumination. Wow. And again, with Illumination, this is another full moon. So the full moon really is like almost like calling to you, really connecting with you, really aligning with you. This full moon is just really special for this group. Not just the energy surrounding it, but like the full moon itself. I feel like her energy, like I feel like even before we pick these spell or ritual cards, I feel like her energy is just calling to you, like she wants to work with you directly is kind of what I'm feeling with Illumination. Illumination to me is also answers coming in, you know, things coming to fruition, but also giving you the next steps. Offering you almost like a peace offering of, hey, you know, this is how we're going to resolve this. This is how we're going to give you new life. This is how we're going to kind of breathe in new life into your creation so that you keep soaring. You keep going for your dreams. And then we have Be in Service. And I feel as though this is where the building is happening, because sometimes we need to, in order to receive, we need to really give to others. And the more we enjoy giving to others and being in service, and I almost feel like you're being guided in a lot of ways with your dreams to make this part of being in service to others. You know, it's not just about you. With this group, it's not just about you blossoming. It's about you being able to use your abilities or use your talents and your skills to be of service to others. So this is a really altruistic group. I feel this is a really divine purpose for this group too. I keep seeing that. I just feel that, but I do see that you guys are being rewarded. I see that you've been through a lot that you've had to overcome to even get to this point to receive this fruition. So for you guys, I see like wish upon a star. I feel like these are your dreams. Keep dreaming big and continue to come from this place of altruism and empathy and kindness for others. And that's really where your success is going to build and grow. Okay, let's pull a couple cards for you guys to see what other intentions are worth being set. What's going to be most powerful for you to set on the night of the full moon, in case you're doing any spells, in case you're setting intentions, doing any rituals. What does pile 3 need to focus on, or what will be kind of most beneficial to focus on? And then we'll also pull one of these witch cards as well. This one is coming out, passion. All right, and I feel like we should pull one more. Okay, this one's coming out. And manifestation. So yes, you know, I really feel like this full moon is allowing this passionate, and this energy too, this passion energy is really strong with the Aries energy that I feel like the full moon is bringing, is this fiery, passionate energy and manifestation, which, look at this full moon behind the figure. This, you guys, like, you are manifesting something amazing for this full moon. She's on your side. She wants this for you. Like, I just feel like the moon goddess is aligning with you right now. So maybe you've been working with her, maybe you're familiar with her, but I do feel like this manifestation here is the energy for you guys. And I really feel like this full moon energy is coming through for you to help you manifest this. And you really, really deserve this. Like, you really deserve to have this new, like, being ignited by this new passion to do what you love to do, and to just feel like in alignment with it, and to really like manifest this for yourself. So let's finish up with the energy of which energy is coming to you for the full moon. Let's see. All right, we have the kitchen witch, sustenance, preparation, and shelter. So you may actually be very good in the kitchen, maybe not, but I feel like the energy of the kitchen witch is bringing you this nutrients, this, and also I'm getting drawn with fruition too, because look at, she's just, all this like healthy, nurturing food is coming through. So be very specific with what you are eating and ingesting and what you're making for the full moon. I feel like you may want to kind of create a meal that has all the nutrients and sustenance to really fill your body up with that type of energy, really positive energy that you're eating. You may also find like you are maybe creating teas or creating your own jarred things, or you may find that creating these types of things, like I used to dry flowers and then put them in my teas, and that was very cleansing and detoxing. So that word's coming through for you guys, as well as detoxing with this witch energy. So I hope these messages are helpful to you, group 3, and that they are helpful to you for the full moon. I hope you have an amazing full moon. If you did enjoy this reading, please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. If it did resonate with you and you do enjoy my messages, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And lastly, if you would like to check out my private readings, everything I offer is linked in the description box below, including my mentorship program if you're interested in learning how to read tarot and also enhance your own intuitive and psychic abilities. So that's going to all be linked down below. That's going to do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back soon, but bye for now. Hello celestial beings who chose pile number 4. I have your pile right here with the Labradorite stone on it. So we are going to set your stone aside, but first I'm going to dive into this oracle deck a moon oracle deck before we just jump into your piles. So let's see what energies, we just want to get some of the vibes, some of the energies surrounding you for this full moon first. Oh, already have one coming out, and it is peace. So this is a really calming energy right away, of course, with peace. So the full moon is bringing you peace of mind. It's bringing you some inner peace. And also I really feel as though there's higher guidance coming in. I instantly am getting that this is a light worker group. These are empaths. And the full moon is actually giving you a kind of a final, yeah, okay. So it's kind of giving you this final clarity, or even an energetic spiritual level up. We're also getting the wolf moon with hunger, and this is also showing me a very deep lesson. And what's interesting is this is actually 28 and 29, but they came out separately. So these cards kind of are very much like the next step. And I see with hunger, the energy behind the hunger wolf moon, which is also a full moon, is the energy of really being in control and almost being in an enlightened state, in a fifth dimensional state. I'm getting with this group of knowing kind of what to feed, what energy you're putting, what you're putting your energy towards. And the story behind the wolf moon with this particular card is that there's the legend of the two wolves within us, and the one wolf is kind of bringing a negative energy, whereas the other wolf is kind of giving us positive strength and courage. And the question is, you know, how do these wolves kind of battling out within us, which one is stronger, which one's going to win out, you know, between the good and the bad within each of us, so you know, the positive and the negative. So the answer to that is whichever one you feed. So this message is really all about feeding the white wolf, you know, the positive wolf, that energy that is helping us, that is guiding us, that is leading us in the right direction, versus giving all of our energy or giving all of our focus to those kind of worries and those fears that kind of drag us down and keep us from being our full potential. So what I see for you guys is this inner peace of almost kind of stepping back and recognizing the hunger, recognizing all of these desires and all of these human tendencies that we have, you know, this need to like feed this hunger, but taking a step back and finding our peace within, so that we no longer are kind of driven by external wants and needs. There's nothing wrong with our materialism. There's nothing wrong with wanting and, you know, wanting to manifest all these things, but I feel like you're going to be seen at a new level and a new perspective, this like piece of being very accepting and very happy with where you are currently. So this is really like a spiritual group. This is really a deeper spiritual awakening happening with the full moon, where you're kind of releasing any of these desires and hungers that have been like taking over your energy and taking control of you. You're almost going to get the upper hand with them and be able to say, I won't, you know, I'm not going to let these control me. I'm going to be in a space of complete peace and acceptance. And from there, you're going to be able to manifest whatever it is you want to manifest. So let's keep going with the tarot cards. We have Two of Pentacles with ambition, Justice with balance. Right away we have a 2 and we have Justice, and so these are balancing energies right away. Next we have King of Cups with understanding. Again, another sensitive, intuitive card for my group 4s. And we have Strength and Courage. Wow. So a lot of powerful energy for you guys. Again, I'm feeling this very higher level and advanced group for you, and empaths, starseed, light workers, because I feel like you guys are coming into your own right now, and you may even find like you're awakening new gifts, new psychic gifts. I feel as though you're also receiving justice. So what's being put at peace as well is any kind of imbalancement that was out of your favor. It's like you're pulling all of this energy together and you're really aligning and centering yourself and being at one, like with the cosmos. This really is like a higher level group. It's maybe like kind of a bit layered, a little bit deeper than the other groups so far. This is just kind of like a state of being that the full moon is bringing to you. Now, of course, because of this inner strength, because of this inner guidance, I also feel like there's this inner connection with your spirit guides and with angels. You may even be guided by some star seeds, some other alien races, some light beings, interdimensional beings. You may actually be guided by them with the full moon. So this is a very specific group of people. I know this may be a little too out there for some of you, but the ones who I feel like chose this group and who this resonated with, I feel like this is going to be important for you to hear. This also with the Two of Pentacles, we have really this culmination. I feel you just kind of being almost like a magician and holding that infinity symbol in your hands and being at one with the cycles of life, you know. So let's keep going. I feel like there's more to this, but let's keep going with some more tarot. We have the Death card. Whew, yes. This card is giving me chills because the Death card is a powerful card. The Death card is a transformative card, and especially with this one showing the Phoenix rising from the ashes, you guys are like transforming into a higher level of light being, of celestial being. So I hope you guys get this, you feel this. We also have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel as though there's been betrayal. I feel like somebody maybe even left your life, abandoned you, forced you to find your own strength on your own. I feel as though you are aligning with another partner. I feel like there's somebody who is a better match for you, who's actually at your level energetically. And I feel like if you have just recently broken up, or if you've recently kind of been on your own, I feel like you've been either doing this work on your own and feeling very alone in doing this type of spiritual work, or you literally were, you know, became single and had to do this work on your own at some point in your life, or maybe even just recently. But I am feeling as though this is because somebody who is way more at your level energetically and spiritually is coming in. Maybe you've already met them. Some of you maybe already met this person and you're already in that stage of your life, but some of you haven't gotten there yet. This is a general reading, so you guys could be at different stages of this kind of life journey. But if you did recently kind of end a relationship or have to leave it, I feel as though this is really because this relationship was more of a karmic relationship and was meant to really teach you something. I feel like if this was not a relationship either, this could have been just some dramatic loss, some dramatic upheaval where you then had to actually were kind of forced, and it could even have been somewhat of a painful, you know, being forced to go onto the spiritual path. This could have happened all very, very quickly for you. Or again, this could already, you may even be on the other side of this. But this full moon energy is kind of relating me back to that time period, because all of these things had to kind of fall in alignment in order for you to reach this culminating energy of this full moon. Wow, this full moon is powerful for you guys, very spiritual level. Okay, this is very interesting. This may be weird for some of you guys, but I just got the message that this full moon is really opening a portal for you. Nothing negative. This is positive reading for sure, but opening up a portal for you to receive clarity, information, and also receive, as I mentioned before, you have some light beings, interdimensional beings, maybe even from your home planet. For those of you who really identify with being light workers and starseeds, from your home planet, this is actually opening a portal for you. They may come, you know, you may have a dream, you may have some kind of connection, or just feeling like an opening. I really feel like one of, maybe even your heart chakra is gonna like cleanse and open. I see them doing this for you on this full moon night. So, all right, we have inner core solidity. And also we have a dove in this image too, which is again, this inner peace. And we also have dark matter with mystery. And behind her, it looks like a portal. Just saying. I feel like there's a lot of this like circular energy here with kind of giving me this portal energy for you guys in all of these oracle cards, but also this kind of breaking open and releasing this dove from within. So you'll see this is kind of the brain kind of being broken open. As I mentioned before, the hunger, you know, it's like you're losing the hunger because you're being sustained and fulfilled within. So the hunger that we have as human beings, that feeling of like wanting that wholeness, is what you guys are on that path for sure. That you can use this for healing. You can use this for so many, like, I feel like you are, because you're going to be so much more spiritually advanced than other people, if not already, you know, many of you guys are already at that level, but I feel like you are going to be be bringing others into this, this alignment as well. Your energy is just going to change. You're going to really start bringing in other people, bringing in circumstances that are going to continue to align you with this like deeper level of other beings, you know, other earthly beings and earth angels, but also like connecting you with these guides. Because with dark matter, I feel as though this is a strength. This isn't the darkness, like this mystery that is being revealed and uncovered. This is no longer like, you're not being controlled by this. This is like you releasing it. There's a new level of like, again, I see like a chakra opening up for you, like your heart chakra, just kind of like opening up and expanding for you. Even like on the night of the full moon, like this could happen depending on when you're ready. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have 9 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So there's this really beautiful sense of you will be hungry no longer. There's this sense of being fulfilled with the 10 of Pentacles. I also see with the 10 of Swords and the Hanged Man, I feel like there's this get ready for this surrendering, you know, get ready to just to shed a lot of this dark matter again, to shed a lot of these inner desires, because you're being fulfilled. You're going to see the results. You're going to feel like full and whole again. That's when it's like the universe is feeding you exactly what you need in order to feel full. You're not going to feel empty anymore. You're not going to feel this like endless hunger, because your cup is going to be full. And this also comes with that like trust, that inner trust. And there's this, and with the Hanged Man too, I'm feeling there's this like moment of a higher perspective being reached. There's still this like kind of turning things over and seeing things from a new angle that is happening for you for a very specific purpose, for a lot of balance to come in as well, for justice to come in for you. So just know that if this does not, you know, seem very clear, like it doesn't seem like you're getting to this point yet, the full moon is saying like, we're bringing this in for you. There's a portal opening up. There's an energy portal to let you level up, to really bring you to this new understanding, this new level of awareness. And this is bringing you peace, because I think first peace is needed. First, this inner peace is needed to come through for you with the full moon. And then you're going to start seeing the alignment in your tangible world. You're going to start seeing that at an even greater level. I feel like you're going to be filled, again, like your cup is going to be filled. I feel like you're going to have this fullness and this wholeness, and know that the universe has your back. The universe is providing for you. Okay, let's keep going with these oracle cards. We have Open Your Heart. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know, okay, this may not be as weird for you guys, but like I'm a little freaking out, because I did see, oh my gosh, and you have Higher Ground. I definitely saw your heart chakra opening up. I do not see these cards before I pull them, so I definitely am like a little freaked out right now, but also not, because this is the universe, like this is spirit speaking. Your heart chakra is opening up. I don't know what else to say with that. Higher Ground. You know, leveling up, higher perspective here. You also have a 1 and a 2 here with 10 and 20. And so again, I mentioned too, this is 28, 29. So it's kind of like leveling up as well. Like the next step is happening for you. You're getting to a higher state, but I mean higher ground. I mentioned before, seeing things from a higher perspective, a new perspective. This is what the full moon is really bringing to you guys. Group 4. Okay, wow, oh my gosh, let me know, comments below, what do you think of all this? As I said before, this is definitely a group where these messages are a bit deeper, at a deeper level. So, you know, this may be a little strange for some of you guys. Not sure if this is resonating. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But I do feel like those of you who resonated with this pile, who chose this pile, were needing to kind of gain these confirmations, because you may be feeling like you can be going through like a Kundalini awakening, which I did do a video on that if you're interested in hearing kind of my tips and my experiences and things like that with the Kundalini awakening. But those can be kind of intense, and it can be really strange, and it can make you feel a little crazy sometimes as to like what is happening as you're moving through these higher dimensional energies. So I feel like this group, like if you need support, reach out, let me know. If you have questions about how you're feeling spiritually, about how these energies are affecting you, yeah, reach out, let me know. Also check out my Kundalini videos. I'll link those above in case you are interested in that, and below as well, I'll link those. All right, that was a lot of cards, so let's just keep shuffling, because I do want to first ask the cards too, because I just gotta grab them. So the question we are asking for this cards is really, what if you are doing a ritual, if you are setting intentions, which I would recommend on the full moon, if you're doing a spell, we're going to see kind of what the cards are kind of recommending for you to set intentions surrounding. So on that note, let us shuffle with that intention and see what comes out. Okay, we have 3. I'm going to go with them. We have closure, we have boundaries, and protection. So the intentions needing to be set around the full moon, especially because your heart chakra is opening, especially because you're going to be kind of involved in this kind of portal energy. I almost feel like your heart chakra is like opening a portal that's bringing in, and this is nothing to be afraid of, but setting intentions of the full moon will be helpful, because not only are you're receiving closure about whatever this was, this closure is happening. Again, as I mentioned, you're finding peace with that. So with peace comes closure of this past situation too, that was like a death, that was extreme and caused a lot of inner growth, because you had to kind of rise above it and overcome on your own. And then we have boundaries, we have protection. So there is an importance here of setting the intentions of being protected, of asking for protection from your guides, from your angels. Also being very clear on your boundaries, because your energy is probably pretty out there. Like your energy is probably all over the place. You are very powerful in that sense, especially if you're a starseed or an earth angel. So to me, boundaries isn't so much like, you know, cut yourself off from other people, because opening your heart is all about being open and not setting like walls. But with boundaries, it's important to really see, where is your energy going? What are the boundaries of your energy? What are the limitations versus the limited potential of your energy? Where is it going? Where don't you want it to go? What protection is needed? You know, so this is kind of a really being curious and really seeing where you want your energy to go. Sometimes you may not want to, you may want to protect your energy. You may want to put a boundary up with a specific person, or you may say like, hey, at this, you know, in this point in time, I need to really conserve my energy and protect it, because I'm just not feeling this energy right now. So if you're an empath, if you're a healer, you may find yourself just kind of going into other people's energies and healing them when, you know, maybe you don't want to, or maybe you're ready to kind of say like, I'm completely open and I'm ready for that. But it's important to get clear on your own boundaries, and this can be in a tangible way too. You know, what are your personal boundaries? So this is an intention worth setting on the full moon, asking for help, asking for guidance with that. I also am getting the sense, as I said, like you're limitless, you know, there are no boundaries for you when it comes to your growth and your spiritual journey. So there, you know, there may be some deeper intentions that you want to set as far as what you want to do with that, you know, and what you want to explore. All right, and lastly, let's pull a witch card. We'll see what witch energy is surrounding you for the full moon. This could be used for your spell or whatever messages kind of come through with this deck. So let's see. Maybe you want to set any intentions or spells based on this card. So let's see. Okay, we had one. Oh, actually we have two flip over. So we have left-handed witch, taboo, no rules, and rebel. And we have silver witch, prophecy, reflection, and moon phases. These witch cards, these witch energies right now are really confirming for me, like, you guys are a very different group. You are really connected spiritually. You are a silver witch is just really giving me, I mean, even with moon phases, you guys are earth angels, you're empaths, you're connected to that silvery energy. So you may connect with the color silver, the metal silver, but either way, I feel as though this group is needing to work on that spiritual level. And also we have taboo, no rules, rebel. This is where we're seeing this boundaries, you know, and protection. Is your energy may just be kind of out there in the ether, going everywhere. And the importance is to find the awareness and to also ask for help with this too. Ask for help and protection in this journey. Prophecy and reflection. So for the full moon as well, this is a time for reflection. This is a time to maybe even call upon the energies of the moon and the full moon to help you. I also feel that, like, you need to call upon something even higher. Like, if you already kind of identify with being a star seed and you know what planet or which star system you come from, then it may be worth calling upon your star seed brothers and sisters and ancestors and things like that. I feel like that would be really helpful to help to kind of guide you in this time. And I also feel as though this is also a time of prophecy. So you may actually, as I said before, like, you're opening up your heart chakra, but this may be a time where you start to receive actual higher guidance. So that might be your intention, is that you want to just set the intention to receive these higher dimensional messages for the full moon. All right, group 4, I really hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, this crazy reading, then please consider giving this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. I would appreciate that so much. And if you are resonating with my messages, then I would appreciate it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. Lastly, I offer mentorship programs, which I've linked down below, as well as private readings. So you can check out all of my links and what I do offer with those links in the description box below. So check those out next if you resonate with that. But otherwise, that's gonna do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 5. I have your pile right here with the Chrysocolla stone on it. So I am going to set your stone aside, but before we dive into your pile, I am going to pull a few oracle cards from this moon oracle deck. I don't normally do 5 piles, so I'm really super excited to see what this 5th pile holds and what energy, what messages come through for my pile number 5s. Really felt guided to do it. Honestly, like, it can be a lot to do, you know, 5 readings in a row. But I'm feeling good, and I feel like this is exactly what we needed to do for this full moon. Okay, we have acceptance and faith. All right, so the full moon is really bringing in a feeling of acceptance for exactly where you are right now. And that's because you're exactly where you need to be. And the key here is to trust. The key is have faith in this full moon. Have faith that everything is going to work out. It's just divine timing is needed. So this can really come from, oh, and I'm also seeing that we have 31, which can be combined to be the number 4, and then we also have the number 4 with acceptance. So just know, and number 4 is, by the way, so we have a 4-4, which is, ooh, and it does come together to be an 8 actually also, which to me is this kind of this cycle energy, this energy of the infinity symbol, where we are always kind of going through a cycle of energy as well. So know that this is divine timing. I keep hearing that in my head, divine timing, divine timing. So just trust that this isn't happening as quickly as maybe you want it, but divine timing is at work here. Now, also with fours, we have foundation and structure and establishment. So to me, because this is kind of, things are still being established here, and it's important to know that rushing it is not going to make it any better, and also feeling rushed about it is not going to, make it any better either. So just the importance here is to find acceptance within yourself. And the message that I'm getting as well for my group 5s is to accept yourself as you are today, right now, regardless of what you've done, regardless of what you're going to do or what you're going to receive. Fully accept yourself and find the energy of acceptance through this full moon, because this is going to bring you peace. It's going to bring you alignment and this feeling of complete faith and trust in the universe, in spirit, to bring you exactly what you need when you need it. Because honestly, right now, this present moment, you are perfect, you are whole as you are right now, and the only one stopping you from feeling that way is yourself right now. Because I almost feel as though you're like, once I manifest this, or once I become this way, once I lose weight, once I make a ton of money, or get this new career that I want, once I get to that point, then I'm going to feel at peace, or then I'm going to be happy. But really, we end up just chasing that dream, and then we waste all that time feeling as though we are not complete in the present moment, when we really are, because we can really give that sense of acceptance with what is right now, and that feeling of like, okay, this is where I'm at, and I can either be unhappy or I can be content and at peace with where I am right now, and just enjoy the journey and enjoy the adventure and the unknown, enjoying that and having faith in the unknown as well. So let's keep going with some more messages. We have the Chariot with movement. We have Temperance. Oh, you guys, awesome energy. We have Two of Cups with union. Awesome. And we have the Knight of Wands with impulsiveness. Okay, so I get the sense that you guys like to kind of rush. I feel like patience is kind of difficult for you guys. You're really wanting to get there. But I am seeing too, with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands, I feel as though you may be meeting somebody. I feel like this may be a romantic connection that is happening on the full moon, or with this energy is bringing you in, especially because now we see with acceptance, two hands kind of coming together, which to me is also union. So I feel that, and temperance is this harmony, and also is this infinity symbol as well, this harmony and this trusting in the cycle. So we have a lot of energies coming together. The Chariot is saying things are going to pick up, that you are in control of the situation. You've got life by the reins. You're driving your own chariot. You are a force to be reckoned with. But I feel like patience is a virtue as well. And I feel like things are really fine-tuning and honing in on themselves to find harmony, and also finding harmony between two people as well. Finding harmony between you and another person. I think that you guys are going to come together as well. I also feel with this person too, for some of you, that you may be finding harmony with like your opposite. So you may actually either be in a relationship or be in a connection, or kind of working with somebody who's somewhat opposite of you, but actually is helping to teach you and helping you to grow. All right, let's keep going. We have Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, also in reverse, and then Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel as though there's something that is coming very quickly actually, and this is why it is so important to have faith and to just kind of be in a state of acceptance, because when stuff comes in very quickly, like this is happening, where you actually might get some information or a new opportunity, or just kind of like movement in general with the Chariot, it can kind of like disrupt a lot. So it may actually be kind of very quick and happening very quickly. But I also feel like it's kind of like saying, like, don't get too comfortable where you're at right now, because the change is happening, and have faith that this is all actually, I almost feel like when the dust settles, like you may already be in this, I'm getting this very like chaotic, erratic energy, because this is like this Aries energy, I feel like, is that when all the dust settles, like have faith. When everything settles, like everything will come together and be fine. Like it's almost like very kind of crazy or hectic at first, but everything kind of like resolves itself when the dust settles. I see that with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Like I almost feel like there's good news coming in, but it's gonna like stir things up a bit. And maybe, as I mentioned, like when the dust settles, like everything might make sense a bit more. All right, let's keep going for some more messages. We have wind with change for sure, and darkness with moon. Okay. So I feel, again, there's this unknown. There's this really strong unknown and this need to just have faith. Like maybe you don't know how somebody else feels about you. Maybe you're not sure how you're going to resolve this situation or where the wind is kind of carrying you. But I do feel like it's kind of picking you up and it's mixing things up. It's making things a little uncomfortable with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Like it's making you feel a little uncomfortable and a little bit like you're not sure where you're going to land when all is said and done. But this change, the moon for sure, with the darkness and moon, is bringing this change on purpose, and it's important to just kind of have faith. It's also important, I feel like, to accept this other person as being very different from you as well. As I mentioned, like they are kind of opposites for you, so it is important to know, like, you may just have to like accept where they are right now. It's just where they are right now. You may not be able to change them. Okay, so this could either lead to you guys deepening and connecting further, which I feel like for many of you that may be the case, but also you may have to accept them and then maybe even distance yourself from that person. It can depend. So again, just kind of trust in everything settling where it needs to settle, but things might get stirred up a bit by this full moon. Okay, let's keep going with some more tarot cards. We have Eight of Cups, we have Page of Cups, Three of Wands, and Two of Swords. Yeah, there's people at odds with each other. There's confusion, but there's something new on the horizon. There's either a new perspective, there's a new person even, but I do see that you may have even walked away from somebody else. You may have even ended some relationships in the past. I feel like because this person is so opposite from you. So just keep that in mind, that for those of you who have had to kind of leave this person behind and just accept like this is where they are right now, they're not changing, and also they're just very different from you. I feel like, again, with the Two of Swords, you can see from that card that these people are at odds. There's a merman in that and a human, and they're fighting with swords, and you know, you can just tell like they're kind of pushing against one another and they're not really finding a resolution because they're so set in their own perspectives. So just keep that in mind. But with the Three of Wands, I feel as though there's a third opportunity, there's a third option that's coming through. Now again, like this may not be a third person, but I do see that there's another like opportunity, there's another direction that's opening up for you that's going to make a lot of sense. So now might be a really healing time for you. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups in reverse, Eight of Cups. There's a lot of healing, there's a lot of moving on, there's a lot of protection that is needed for you, especially protecting your own energy, protecting your heart right now, and just kind of working on it, really putting together your energy, gathering it up and protecting yourself. So this is kind of a time of cleansing and healing, but like movement is happening. Like this time isn't going to really slow down for you with the full moon. I feel like the pace is just picking up for you to kind of sweep you and bring you where you need to go. So just keep that in mind. Emotionally, you might be taking it slow. Emotionally, you may feel drained and like you're healing that. But as far as like energy goes, there's a lot kind of changing for you. We have make a decision and we have breakthrough. So you may still be caught in between whether to stay or to move on, whether to, there's kind of like this two, whenever there's a two, there's also kind of weighing options and two decisions, and two options to make. So the cards are saying that, and this is card number 11 too. Ooh, and we have 8 with breakthrough, which we have another 8 now. So with make a decision, the full moon is going to make this a lot easier for you. And I do feel like as soon as you are making this decision, you're going to find like you just get swept up and you're just kind of like headed in your direction strongly. So there's, with darkness, yeah, there's kind of this lack of knowing what's next. The faith has to come from knowing that the choice that you're going to make is going to be the right one for you. Okay. And I feel too with breakthrough, again, there's clarity coming in. There's change that's almost happening for you. There's change that's kind of picking you up and sweeping you in the right direction. Now, for some of you, again, like I feel like some of you are reconciling this. This is going to be a coming together of two people, but for some of you, this could be a moving on. And it also can be both, because you might know in your heart of hearts that this is not the person for you. Maybe, especially if this is a romantic partnership, you know, this may be something where with the Queen of Cups, you're just kind of exhausted, but it's familiar to you, you know? So if that's the case, you may know like in your heart, like I don't feel good in this relationship, or this relationship's really difficult. And I feel as though as soon as you're moving through either from a relationship, a friendship, whatever this could be. This is definitely more of a reading surrounding relationships in general, but it can be a variety of different connections or even circumstances that maybe rather than feeling like you connect, you feel like you're at odds. You feel like you're constantly at odds with each other. So this is almost saying that as soon as you kind of walk away from one connection that feels very difficult and tiring and like it's a lot of effort, that you're actually going to connect with somebody else, you know, that you're actually going to find harmony with a different person or a different energy in general or a different circumstance in general. So just know that sometimes when you close one door, you know, Spirit wants to open up a new one for you that's actually going to create more movement. And even with the Chariot, I see these two wolves too, also kind of driving forward. So there's this new like momentum when the wolves are working together on the Chariot and they're going in the same direction. You have great movement, you have flow, you have harmony. But if the Chariot, you know, has these wolves running in two separate directions, it's going to make it really hard to walk your path to get anywhere. So that's what I'm seeing, is like restoring harmony and balance by making a decision. Okay, so next we're going to pull actually some cards to see what intentions might be the best intentions for you to set during the full moon. Maybe you're doing a spell, maybe you're doing a ritual of some kinds. So these cards are going to kind of give us direction as to what will be most helpful to you during this time. Okay. So the intentions, we have two cards and we have commitment. Now, once again, with commitment, we see these kind of like yin and yang energies with these two birds coming together and working in harmony, working together. You know, again, I feel like, is this person really committing to you? Are you really committed to this person? This is the intention maybe setting, is commitment. And we also have life purpose. So this could be a commitment to yourself, commitment to walking your life purpose, and even setting the intention that you want to bring in somebody who's going to be committed to you and committed to your growth together. You know, this again is this harmony, this union, coming together in harmony rather than working against each other. And I feel like getting onto your life purpose, life path is something that maybe you already are really wanting. And part of that for you maybe aligns with having somebody who's also has the same goals as you. So maybe the person is that you're kind of making the decision about, maybe they don't have the same life purpose as you, or the same life goals or path, you know, spiritual path that you have, that you're here to do. Maybe they don't. Oh, and we also have the duality too of this this tree coming through. So finding your life purpose and finding someone who's going to be committed to the same things that you are will make your life so much easier. And I feel like this is kind of a good intention that the full moon is helping you to set and helping to bring in for you. Okay, now again, this could have nothing to do with a romantic relationship per se, but it may just mean committing and making a decision and really standing firmly in your decision about walking your life path and your life purpose. And you may be feeling like you're kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out of really walking that path. So you may want to set that intention for the full moon. Okay, and next we have Swamp Witch came out with Voodoo, Spirits, and Heritage. Awesome. So this energy of the Swamp Witch is going to be a great one to tap into for the full moon. I feel like let's pull another one because a couple cards came out, but this one was the only one to kind of flip. So let's see if we have one more. But I feel like Spirits and Heritage, that gives me a lot of ancestor vibes. Maybe you have voodoo in your ancestry and you're connected with that, and you may want to tap into that for the full moon. But let's also see, maybe you're just connecting with your heritage. Maybe you're doing some ancestral curses and releasing those and cleansing those for the full moon. That might be helpful as well. Any kind of blockages, but also calling upon, I feel like too, you may have not just voodoo, but any type of kind of maybe witches in your ancestral line. Maybe you have healers or empaths in your ancestral line that kind of are coming through to help you. Ooh, and you also have Sex Witch. Okay, so this group definitely had a very romantic relationship reading. For sure, for many of you, maybe not all of you, but for many of you, because Sex Witch is coming out with Love, Lust, and Boundaries. I knew I had to pull another one for you guys. Both of those are really cool, really awesome. But with Sex Witch, yeah, you might want to do some kind of love spell for the full moon where you're setting the intention to find somebody who's going to commit to you and bringing in the right person. Now, I don't ever condone, maybe some of you guys, you know, maybe this doesn't resonate with you, but me as a witch, personally, as a natural witch, I just do not feel like it is of your best interest, and I would never suggest this, to do a love spell with a specific person in mind to make them or force them to fall in love with you, because ultimately that would not be for your highest good. It would not be for theirs either, and it wouldn't really result in anything very positive for either of you guys. You know, that person would never really feel that way, and who knows what other kind of imbalances that could cause and affect you down the road. Or they may just kind of end up being kind of like a zombie energy where they're just kind of going through the motions, but you're not really connecting with the actual person and their actual spirit. So not to mention that it may not work anyway. But with Sex Witch, with Love, Lust, and Boundaries, I feel like the love spells that you can set are to bring in the perfect person for you, the person who you will be lustful towards, who will give you the best sex of your life. Sorry if that's R-rated, but you know, the person who's going to love you for you, who's going to commit to you, who's going to be on like part of your life purpose. And ask the full moon to bring that person in for you. And if it is the person you're already with, then they will stay with you, or they will commit to you even stronger if it's them. If it's not them, then they will most likely fall away, move out of your life, because your energy is no longer focused on them. You're more focused on your highest good and the best person for you. So hopefully that is helpful for my group 5s. I'm so glad I did this extra reading. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know if this resonated with you or if you did find these messages helpful. And if you are enjoying my readings and my messages resonate with you, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. And lastly, don't forget to check out my description box. I have a bunch of links there, some for private readings, some for my mentorship program where I teach you how to tap into your own psychic and intuitive abilities, as well as I teach you tarot, the deeper meanings behind reading tarot, and how you can use it to further and better your life overall. That's going to do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.